We're back in the garden again. Yeah. Right, okay. Let's give you another little update as to what we've been doing in the garden. We've now fixed the fence post back, the 4 post, well, we only managed to get 4 posts in. I run out of cement again, so I'm going to have to do the other one as and when. But my main concern was obviously to get this main fence panels up so that I can get the actual polytunnel up. So let's just show you that. Right, as you can see now, the fence is lovely and straight. What we've basically done is nut and bolted through, only 2 fixings per post, but I'm sure you can see there that the fence is absolutely solid. I'm actually shaking the fence there, the panels are moving and the fence posts are actually rigid. So yeah, it's turned out a nice fix. As you can see there, looking down the fence line, we're not leaning over whatsoever now, so it's just a matter now of just levelling this final piece of soil off over here so that it's nice and flat, put the membrane down and then actually put the aluminium posts in the ground and get the hoops. Now, as you probably remember, this was the hoop that I initially had in place temporarily. So what we're now going to do is to cut that blue pipe over there, the actual same length as these ones, and that will be our, obviously our pattern one, this one. But I'm actually going to use this. This is slightly a smaller diameter pipe. Now I hold that in a 25 metre length, but because I'm cutting these sort of just over 5 metres, maybe 5.5 metres, that takes me over to the 21 metre mark. So I'm going to get 4 out of that, and I'm going to actually use this one because this pipe is the same size diameter as the actual aluminium pipe which I've got in the ground. So I can actually use this pipe as 2 sleeves over the end, so I can actually use this pipe. So what we're going to do now, as I say, is open this roll of plastic piping out and cut it to length. That's the 4 main hoops cut now. I've got that bit left over because I'm going to use, as I said, that black bit, and that will act as a collar for the black pipe. Huh? That looks short. What? Oh, that's not the one, is it? That's the other one. I know. I thought that was the loop. I thought they're all short. Look, that's the off-cut, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Well, what we're going to do now is attempt to whack them posts in the ground. And that means we can get our loops up. Right, we just had a measure out. What we've got here is from the first hoop to the last hoop is 6 metres in length. We've measured over the top, which is, I think it was 2 point, what was it, Gary? 2.8 something metres, wasn't it? 2.82 metres. No, that was to the top peak, wasn't it? From the floor to the top. Yeah. Yeah, 2.82 metres from the top. And what was the span? I can't remember. I wrote
648 or something.
648 over the top, and that basically means that I'm going to have every 1.5 metres I'm going to have like a hoop. So what I'm going to do is, as you know, we've cut them all to length now, so Gary's just cleaned up the edges of them. So we're going to knock a few posts in now, and then we're going to get the hoops up. Right, here we go. It's quite an optical illusion, this one, because we're trying to keep, I know there's ways of putting diagonals in and measuring the diagonals to get it right, but we're trying to get it looking right between the pathway, which runs along here obviously, and obviously the fence. And what's become apparent, let's get the camera, what's become apparent is that we want it straight along this edge here. Forget about the one at the end, we're going to redo that, but we've got the line coming along here, which is what we want to go by. But obviously looking at it down this end, it looks okay, but as I say, the fence runs away there, so that's what's giving us an optical illusion basically. So but as I say, when you actually look down the length of it, it doesn't look too bad. But our main thing is looking down this line here, which is our straight line of our pathway, and that's to give us the look that it's going to be straight. So yeah, when you look over here from here, it looks like obviously it's running away. That's what was fooling us, so we're not going off of the fence line or anything like that. Well, there we go. We've only got one more set of posts to go in, but I'm sure you can see we're actually getting there now. It's nice to see a bit of work being done in such a short space of time once we've actually had the time to do it. As I say, the fence posts are up now, as you know. We've just got to literally finish off levelling this out, just quickly dig it up and then push this bonfire stuff over there because it's a bit low over there, so we'll just cover that up. And yeah, that's basically it. So we're going to go and have a cup of tea now, and we'll see you again in the next video.